Okay, so right now, I'm doing an oracle based off of um, where we need to be, where we currently are, and where we're heading towards. Just as a collective. If it doesn't resonate, it doesn't resonate. I pulled these cards up beforehand just to save some time. Um, right now, what we're looking at is looking at everything from a bigger picture, a higher perspective. Meaning, um, if you're usually detail oriented, look at what the main goal is and see what's unnecessary, is how I perceive that, or receive what that card says. Shadow came out. That means we need to stop hiding from the parts of us that we deny or reject based off of it being unlovable or hard to manage, too much for other people. We need to walk with our shadow instead of hide our shadow. Yeah. Um, Seed is right next to that. We're going to have a lot of new ideas, a lot of inspiration and creativity come out of this year. Everyone's going to dig deeper within to see what seeds can they plant long term instead of short term now. Which goes back to perspective. So that's why all of those are in a row. Distilled, it means watered down, returning to potency. So that means that you're returning back to your original self. As you can see in this card, she has both of her hands up. She is surrendering herself to her higher being, which is her higher state of awareness and consciousness. And this can be a he or she or they, whoever you want to put there. They are also surrounded by water, so they're going with the flow of their body and what guides them to the right places. Then right next to that we have well, receptivity. There we go. Open to receive. Rooted in unconditional worthiness. Unconditional worthiness. So it goes back to you returning to your potency. So returning back to, yourself after not feeling like yourself after a while. You're starting to regain, I guess, that openness to receive new opportunities, compliments, people actually telling you how good of a job you're doing. Anything that is basically validating your worth to yourself quietly, through just little things like that throughout the day, week, month, year. And then right next to that, we have fertile void. So there's fertile ground, but there's a void there. This is a cosmic womb that you have to feel your way through, meaning a lot of people have used logic up until this point, but now it's starting to change to where people have to use more of their hearts, their passion, things that actually move them to do things that are based out of their calling or their higher being or something like that. So we all have fertile ground, to do anything that we want, within the guidelines, of course, of just right and wrong, and the society that we live in. We have to literally feel our way through. So if something doesn't feel right, then don't do it. If something does feel right, then do it. If it feels like it's going to be too hard too soon, get some advice from people that you trust. Same thing with the opposite of that, vice versa. So yeah, that's what I have for right now for today. I'm gonna do another one. That's gonna be more based off of business and how you should spiritually move within your business, and or the cards may say something about businesses in general that are in our society that are either ethical or unethical, basically. So that'll be my next one. I hope that this general reading was helpful to somebody. I hope it resonated to somebody. I know it did for me, the top and the bottom row. And quite honestly, if you were to take each one of these cards and if you were to rearrange everything that I said, and if it resonates more that way, you can do it that way. You know, you can rearrange the story. You can rearrange, my sentences and see if it makes better sense to you. Like maybe instead of me going from top to bottom, maybe it's bottom to top. But this is general. So yeah. Anyway, I hope everyone has a good day.